Universal Studios Orlando is widely recognised for their contributions to the Halloween season. Halloween Horror Nights is by far the most widely recognised and celebrated theme park event, and rightfully so. But, as Earl the Squirrel will let you know, Universal also does their fair share of contributing to the holiday festivities. From the Christmas tribute store to the Hogwarts Castle show, Universal by no means let the holiday that comes after Halloween go forgotten. In fact, Universal Studios is actually home to arguably one of the most iconic holiday theme park offerings, none other than the Holiday Parade featuring Macy's. Before we dive in, we'd like to wish everyone a happy holidays and ask that you spread the festive cheer by giving this video a like, subscribing to our channel, and checking out some of our other videos. Thanks. The Macy's Parade is an American tradition that has taken place on Thanksgiving in New York since 1924. It's the world's largest parade and is watched by millions of people each year. The floats in the very first parade actually featured characters from popular nursery rhymes, such as Little Miss Muffet, Little Red Riding Hood, and the Old Woman Who Lived in a Shoe. The now iconic giant balloons actually weren't added until 1928, when they replaced the use of live zoo animals in the parade. These balloons were made by Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company and included the first character balloon ever introduced into the parade, Felix the Cat. These were such a hit that they became a staple part of the parade. Although we're focusing on Universal in this video, we can't help mentioning that the very first Mickey Mouse balloon debuted in 1934. As such an iconic part of American culture, Disney has become a pretty regular feature on the parade in New York, despite the parade having theme park links to Universal. Interestingly, Snoopy is actually the character to have appeared in the most number of parades, having appeared in 42 parades since his debut in 1968. So, I guess that's a win for Cedar Fair. I mean, Six Flags? In New York, the only years since its debut that the parade has been cancelled are 1942, 1943, and 1944, due to the ongoing impacts of World War II. In fact, the balloons themselves were actually deflated and donated to help with rubber supplies, as the US suffered a rubber supply shortage during the war, due to the fact that the Japanese seized plantations in the Dutch East Indies that produced America's raw rubber. Rubber was required by the American military for a variety of items, from aircraft tires to gas masks, and so to help with the war effort, a massive national drive to donate and recycle scrap rubber was started by President Roosevelt. Even in 2020, the parade still took place, but without live spectators due to the ongoing health concerns of the time. The parade was televised for the first time in 1947 and has been aired live on NBC, Universal's television network, since 1953. Thanks to this, the parade is watched all across the country, and over the years, the parade has continued to grow into a well-established icon of American culture. It is this connection that eventually brought the Macy's Parade to Universal Studios. In 2002, Macy's Studios partnered with the Universal Orlando Resort, owned of course by NBC Universal, to bring balloons and floats from New York City to the theme park in Florida. The reason for this was that Macy's had recently opened their very first store in Orlando at the Mall of Millenia. Thus, they wanted to promote their brand to the local area, and decided that bringing the Thanksgiving parade to Universal would be the perfect way to do this. With the already established television contract, NBC Universal were happy to oblige. This parade debuted in Universal Studios on December the 13th and was an absolute hit. The first parade at the park featured not only the balloons and floats sent from the New York parade, but also brand new floats and balloons created by Universal. All the giant character balloons from the New York parade did not appear in Florida, as they were too big to fit down the park's parade route. Balloons featured in this parade included the Doodlebug from Beetlejuice, the Merry Shrekmas balloon, the Mystery Machine, and a Grinch-themed balloon. The parade itself was only planned to occur at Universal Studios for a few years, but due to its popularity, the parade kept coming back year after year. As well as the parade, from 2002 to 2007, guests could also visit a walkthrough experience named Balloonopolis, which allowed guests to see the balloons up close and personal. In 2020, the only year since 2002 that the parade was not held, Universal actually brought back this idea. Due to the pandemic, Universal could not put on the parade, so instead they offered a walkthrough experience, which still gave guests the chance to see the balloons and floats, despite the lack of a parade. This walkthrough ended with guests getting the chance to take socially distanced photos with the big man himself, Santa Claus. Although the walkthrough left in 2007, Universal did not restrict the balloons to only the parade. In order to keep the holiday atmosphere going all day and all over the park, they placed multiple character balloons all over. I'm sure many people can remember the giant Shrek looming close to the park's entrance. Unfortunately, Universal stopped doing this between the 2016 and 2017 holiday season, and this was not the only change that took place at this time. For the 2017 holiday season, Universal debuted an all-new parade, now called Universal's Holiday Parade featuring Macy's. This parade featured brand new balloons, specially designed for the theme park parade. The new balloons and floats were designed at Macy's Parade Studios in collaboration with Universal. Aerostar, the company that has built the balloons for the New York Parade since 1984, built all the new balloons for this new parade. But Universal took on the task of creating the parade floats and costumes themselves. For this new parade, a new soundtrack was created in collaboration with Thinkwell Media. On November the 18th, 2017, this brand new parade debuted, and, excluding 2020, it has traversed the streets of Universal Studios Orlando every year since. Universal's holiday parade featuring Macy's has 15 intricate floats, 16 helium-filled balloons, and over 100 choreographed dancers. Each section is themed after a different Universal movie, making it a perfect fit for the park. There are characters from Shrek, Madagascar, and Despicable Me present, all of which lead up to the finale featuring the man himself, Santa Claus. From its roots as nothing more than a promotional feature for Macy's, this holiday parade has developed into an iconic and established feature of holiday celebrations in the theme park community. It's hard to imagine Universal's holiday season without it. It's certainly a key feature of our own holiday theme park traditions. Is it yours? Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and check out my links in the description. Happy holidays!